He claimed to be a Russian banker working in his company's New York office. But the Justice Department alleges Evgeny Burakov was actually one of 3 Russian spies who've been under surveillance in this country for years. The U.S. attorney said 2 decades after the presumptive end of the Cold War, Russian spies continue to seek to operate in our midst under cover of secrecy.
When the Berlin Wall came down, the Russians never stopped spying. They continued to run sources in Washington. They never reduced the size of their station in Washington or New York.
The investigation started almost 5 years ago when 10 other Russian agents seen in these FBI surveillance videos, including the now infamous Anna Chapman, pleaded guilty to conspiracy and were shipped back to Russia as part of a spy swap. Fast forward to 2015. Court documents said Burakov used 2 other Russian men working under diplomatic cover in New York to relay information back to Russia. That the 3 intelligence agents would schedule meetings over the phone using code words, claiming they needed to transfer things like tickets to sporting events or movies they never attended, or other items like books or hats. They met on dozens of occasions between 2012 and 2014, watched by the FBI. Meetings usually occurred outdoors where surveillance was more difficult, where one man would hand a bag, a magazine, or a slip of paper to another. Prosecutors said they tried to recruit U.S. citizens as intelligence sources in New York. The targets, people working for major companies and young women with ties to a university located in New York. Intelligence of interest included information on U.S. sanctions against Russia and U.S. efforts to develop alternative energy sources.
The Russians are in trouble right now with the price of oil, having halved over the last 6 months. And they look at this as, in fact, a Saudi-American conspiracy to take down their oil industry.
The spies seemed disillusioned about their jobs, frustrated that the real-world life of a spy wasn't like in the movies. In one conversation, quoted in court papers saying it was not even close to the James Bond movies, and I also thought that at least I would go abroad with a different passport.
You're my wife.
Is that right?
A story that could have been lifted straight out of the TV series The Americans.
You make any noise, I will kill you.